Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Healing Truth channel. My name is LaFrance. I am a life coach, mentor, motivational speaker, and a healer. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos. I pray that you all had a beautiful weekend. I pray that all my beautiful mothers had a wonderful, relaxing weekend. You are so deserving of it. You deserve all the love, all the treatment, all the special treatment that's possible. You are golden. You are jewels. Hey, and you create. To my beautiful ladies out there, all my beautiful mommies, I pray that you had a beautiful one. This is just going to be a quick video, another blackout. I've been doing my little blackout videos here for a little bit. Just kind of, sometimes you got to protect your energy, a little bit. It's all good, but I'll probably start back doing my visual videos next week. But we don't care about that because that's not what it's about. It's about the spiritual food. On this evening, I just wanted to talk about and what the things that are important in our lives when it comes to materialism. I feel we living in a society nowadays. Now, let me make this clear because I don't want anybody to ever feel like I'm just against money and prosperity, financial, generational wealth, financial growth, all of that. Because I mean, who don't want that? Let's just be real. Who don't want that? But a lot of the times we spend so much time focusing on those things, and we don't realize that wealth starts within you. It starts within your mind. It starts within your spirit. And that's even when it comes to leveling up. A lot of people don't want, some people just don't want to level up. And when I talk about level up, I'm not talking about the matrix level up. I'm not talking about the vein, the shallow leveling up, like money, and you got to look a certain way, drive a certain car. I'm talking about spiritual growth. It's about leveling up on the inside. A lot of people don't want to do the inner work. You have to be able to level up on the inside spiritually before you can level up on the outside and manifest the riches and things like that. The only reason why I want to talk about this is because what I want to say is, when it came to especially a lot of us beautiful indigenous melanated people, we have to understand where we get a lot of this mentality of it's all about money. Everything is money, money, money. People do some of the most ridiculous, heinous, sickening, disgusting, despicable things for money. Not all people. You have a lot of beautiful people out there who have manifested things and got their money the right way, and that's a beautiful thing. But sometimes we have to understand, when way back in the day, let's say about 6,000 plus years ago, maybe further than that, maybe 44,000 years ago. I'm not really sure. I know it's been a long time. Let's just say when it was around when our ancestors came on this planet, they did not have money. There was no such, they didn't have money. You know why? Because they appreciated earth. They appreciated the land. They lived off the land. A lot of the things weren't so materialistic. They had that within themselves. They were able to build communities and just love each other and live off the land and do the things that's necessary for each other and not dwell so much on materialistic gain. They used the earth the way they should have been using the earth. When it came to sand was more valuable than gold back then. They used gold. They barely used gold and messed with gold. They didn't really destroy the land and the earth like that. A lot of this stuff that we get, they used gold back then for handcuffs because gold was that strong. It didn't tarnish. It didn't, it lasted. So this tells you how much of I'm trying to figure out how to put this. how much they valued the land, how much they looked within themselves. They didn't look at material gain. They didn't take the resources from the earth and turn them in some type of financial gain. And over the years, we have to understand a lot of that stuff has been everything has been changed to, it's been reversed. We're getting all the resources, all this gold, all these diamonds, all this stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it, because, I like gold, I like jewelry, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying these are things that back in the day our ancestors weren't living off of the resources from the earth like that. They weren't getting financial gain and wealth and things like that off of the resources from the land, because they used it spiritually. They used it wisely. They didn't think like that. They didn't have mindsets like that. Like I stated, sand was more valuable than gold. That shows you where their mind was. They were on a whole different level. And as years gone by, look at the dollar bills. Let's just be honest and keep it real here. There's not a black face on the dollar bill. There's not a dollar bill that got a black person on it. So that tells you a lot of the things where a lot of this stuff has come from. I'm just being honest and I'm being real. That's not how we worked. We weren't like that. We used the natural resources the right way, the way the Most High Creator created the land and the earth for us to use it. It wasn't used as financial gain. It wasn't used as greed and, people chasing money and, taking all these natural resources and diamonds and gold and oil and all this stuff from the motherland. All this, we got to think about how things have gone to the point where it kind of destroyed a lot of people's mind. Let's just say not just black people. It destroyed a lot humanity's mindset. It got people willing to steal, kill, and destroy like the devil for money. For materialistic things. When you strip all of that away from a person, at the end of the day, what do you have? Do you still have your soul? Do you still have love in your heart for people? Are you willing to love people and accept people for who they are without the finances? Because at the end of the day, we have to understand, if we get stripped down to nothing, all you're going to have is yourself and the Most High Creator. You got to understand why things were created the way they were. And there's nothing wrong. Time change, things change. Absolutely, times change. People like nice things. I love nice things. I'm not going to front. All of us do. But we have to understand what's important. It's doing the inner work within ourselves. I'm learning in my life a lot of the things that I had to go through and my challenges in life. It started with me. I had to start looking at loving myself for who I am, despite what anybody think or say, and knowing that the things that I get in my life and I've been blessed with, I manifested because I took the time out to do my inner work, my inner healing. This isn't an easy journey. Like, it takes a lot of work. And people, it's not about out here just physically getting down. It's about, I'm being real. It's more, the work is so much harder when you're doing the inner work. The inner work ain't a joke. The inner work comes from letting a lot of things, people, places go, changing your mindset, being humble, and learning how to love people, even people that try to destroy you. It's always about looking on the inside and not the outside. And that's what I was thinking about, how much, these years have gone by. Back in the day, our ancestors weren't sitting up here being greedy and needing all these materialistic and money and all that. Money didn't even exist back then. And people didn't, for the villages and towns, they didn't sit up and pay for food and commodities. They looked out for each other. You didn't have to go buy that stuff. How dare you pay for food? This is just, I'm not saying, times has changed. I'm just using this stuff as an example for us to start thinking and using our brain how things have changed to change people's mindsets. That's how dark of a world we've lived in, where people have lost themselves over materialism, over money, over things that don't matter. That stuff don't matter. Because if you're not right within yourself spiritually, even if you obtain that money, you're not going to be right. You're not going to do the right things with it. And you're just not going to be blessed the right way. It's about having a clean heart. When you get a clean spirit and you doing things the right way, you get the most high creator will bless you with the things that's necessary for your spirit. You got a dark spirit and you out here doing ridiculous stuff, you gonna get dark money. And that comes with consequences and repercussions. Let's just be real here. It's just really about embracing the beauty of life, embracing, accepting who you are, understanding how we can go without certain things in our lives. Going without certain things in your life, sacrificing, you know. Too many people have lost themselves chasing things that's just not that's of the world. Let's just put it like that, of the world. Like, what's that song by the Leverts or whatever? For the mighty dollar, people will steal and kill for their brother, rob their own mothers and steal and kill their own brothers. You know, that mighty dollar. Let's just be real here. You know, it's you know, that's a lot of things. It's about changing our mindset and working within yourself. And I'm not posting this video because I'm against wealth. I'm against that because I feel everybody deserves to live a certain life. I feel there's nothing wrong with being financially stable, having financial freedom, being wealthy. I think that's what's up. But it's about how you come about doing it. It's about how do you feel when you obtain it. It's about what are you doing when you get it. Are you doing it to help others? Or are you doing it for yourself, just to put on a show, just to do this, just to do that, but you're not doing it for the right way? Because, like I stated before, everybody has a purpose here on this planet. You have to figure out what your purpose is. Your purpose isn't to be selfish and self-absorbed. Your purpose is to give back. Back in the day, like I had told you guys, the villages and things, our ancestors and things like that, they weren't sitting up here making people pay for food. They looked out for each other. They didn't have dollars and all that stuff going to pay for food just to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's not stuff that they did because the money didn't exist. None of that existed back then. Imagine living in a world where none of that existed and people really were in harmony, enjoying life, living life, because they weren't stressing over trying to outdo somebody or having enough, not feeling like you got enough money to pay your bills. Trust and believe. You know, we all go through it. I had to get to the point in my life where I stopped thinking of everything as a struggle and start thinking it as a blessing, because at the end of the day, no matter what my circumstances was or is, God has always been there, no matter what. I always got to see the brighter light at the end of the tunnel and know that a lot of things that we create in our lives and some of our storms is because we manifested it. It's because of our thought process. It's because of the decisions that we've made. It's because what we consider important. Sometimes we hold on too tight to certain things and money and stuff like that. Sometimes we not holding on tight enough. You know, it's about balancing it out, balancing our mindset. Hey, I've come from a life that, you know, it was hard. You know, I've come from a life where we always were without. Let's just be real. But I learned how to still have a high spirit and keep my faith in the Most High Creator, because we got to understand that you can overcome anything that you're going through. You just have to know how to love yourself and accept yourself for who you are and not be so wrapped up into the matrix and what this world have going on. You know, that's just my point. That's what I really wanted to come across with this tonight, because as I was doing a little of my reading and everything, and I've just learned a lot, and you know, it just amazed me how so many years ago, you know, how our ancestors, they didn't have money. Money didn't exist then. You know, in commodities, they didn't pay for it. They fed each other. They looked out for each other. If somebody was in need, they gave it to them. You know, it was a beautiful thing, man. And I just think that's something that things have been so corrupted over the years, you know, over these decades and things. It's just, it makes people, it should give you a thought. It should make you think about life, you know. It should make you really appreciate life. Sometimes it's okay to not hold on to things, because some people have money and be empty. Some people have money and they're not empty. They're happy. They live in a good life because they've done things for people. The Most High Creator blessed them the right way. They're not out here snaking people and doing all type of stuff for money. It's about how you use it. You got to use it as a tool, as a resource. you know it starts within. My wealth and all that starts within myself. I manifest the things in my life because I had to change my mindset. I had to not think negative. I had to keep my faith in the Most High God. I had to keep my faith. I had to really let a lot go and really surrender myself. And we have to learn how to surrender ourselves. Understand. My thing is, I think back, to how my ancient ancestors were, the things that they weren't so wrapped up in, and how the wealth and things was for some of our ancestors that had a lot of royalty, the things that we did with that they did with their riches and things. It's about changing the world, helping people who need things, being there, loving each other, coming together, all humanity, everybody. Getting out of this, so looking down on people because they don't have this and they don't have that. When some people need to be looking in themselves. Why are you like that inside? You looking down at that person, a homeless person, but that homeless person probably got a bigger heart than yours, and their heart probably pure, and yours is dark. Okay, let's just be real here. Because that's how it be sometimes. But I just want to come through with this video, Motivational Mondays, for you guys. Just stay focused, stay positive, continue to love yourself. Continue to understand what it is within you. You can create and manifest anything in your life. You can manifest negative and you can manifest positive. Focus on healing yourself. The things that we go through, the things that we see in this world that we don't really understand. It's about obtaining the necessary knowledge, knowing who you are, understanding what's really important in life. Because I had to learn that. Like, I had to learn what was important and what wasn't. What I did learn, not everything deserves my energy. My energy is precious. The new wealth is energy. Okay, I protect my energy. That's the new wealth. My energy is valuable to me. That's more expensive than money, gold, anything, diamonds. Energy is valuable. When you let people take your energy, they take your life, and that's real. We got to learn how to ignore some of these folks. Let some of these people be great. Don't let nobody steal your joy, your inner peace. Understand who you are. Stay focused on what you want in your life. And if you think you need healing, you think your mind is on something where man, I need to know more about this, and it's okay to obtain more knowledge and understand how the things you can do to help raise the vibration of this planet. I think the price of the dollar gonna crash anyway. I don't think that's gonna last too long anyway, because we don't got no black people on the dollar bit, on none of them dollars, on none of them 50, hundreds, none of that. That's just I had to think about that. Like, dang, ain't no black people been on none of these bills. You know what I'm saying? So why ain't no black people on the money? I'm just saying, y'all, let's keep it all the way real. Why we are not on the money? That we couldn't even get Rosa Parks on no money. I thought she was supposed to be on something. But that's okay, though, because it tells you a lot. We don't need that. We don't need our face on something like that. So I think to me, that says a lot. And I'm okay with that. And you guys should be okay with that. Soon they should be doing away with it anyway. I think they're going to this crypto or whatever. But it's, we're going to have to get used to a lot of these things in the world. But knowing who you are, obtaining the necessary knowledge and wisdom, just love yourself no matter what. I'm going to always say that because so many people out here are broken and living for other people. You got to learn how to love yourself and learn how to move forward in things in life. Know that a lot of you beautiful melanated people, you kings and queens, you got good royalty bloodlines. Some of you got royalty bloodlines. You got to continue to walk in that and understand who you are. And don't lower your standards for nobody, So thank you guys for tuning in to my video, my channel. I pray that you continue to be blessed and stay prayerful. Stay positive. Stay at the highest vibration as possible. Don't let nobody knock you off your square. And stay true to yourself, because that's what it's about, man. Staying all the way 100 and true to yourself, whether they like it or not. Stay true to yourself and continue to do the inner work, because the most hardest work you can do is the work on yourself. And that takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of sacrifices. That takes a lot of cutting people off, letting people go. That takes a lot of being humble. That takes a lot of connecting with the most high creator, loving yourself. Don't seek love out of nobody else. Take the time out to go love yourself first. Take care of you, because nobody's going to love you like you. So that's what's important. Be proud of who you are and love yourself. But make sure the things that you're doing you're not inflicting pain on others. You're doing the necessary work to heal yourself, and that's so important, because life balance is within you. So thank you guys for tuning in to the Healing Truth channel. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Peace, love, and light.